Okay, let's go ahead and get things underway. We're going to go ahead and go over to. Sorry, I have to look for my scenes. Here we go. Hey, everyone. Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Film First Friday. Tonight we're going to be watching Free Guy, and I gotta say, this is one of those movies that I'm pretty sure I've at least seen parts of it. I think one of my coworkers showed this in the library, and I think I sat in for like probably 15, 20 minutes of it, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, this looks fun. Um, but I've definitely never seen it all the way through, and it's a little surprising because this is a fairly high-profile movie that is clear. It clearly takes place in a video game mostly, and it's got Ryan Reynolds in it, and it's some dude learning that he's part of the system and needs to rise above it. Sounds a little bit like The Matrix, you know? And so I was just kind of like, oh yeah. Today happens to be National Video Games Day. Look it up. September 25th, or I'm sorry, September 12th, 2025. There we go. National Video Games Day. So it's very appropriate that I'm going to go ahead and watch this tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. So let me say hello to CG Anime Fan. Welcome, my friend. Let's see. Hopes that I like the film. He's a fan of the film's director, Sean Levy. Sean Levy is no, I'm thinking of Eugene and Dan Levy. I'm not as familiar with Sean Levy. He thinks that his generation knows him for directing the Night at the Museum trilogy. Ah, okay. I think I've still only seen the first one, and I enjoyed that. But I mean, like almost any movie with Robin Williams in it, it's gonna have it's gonna have an advantage because it's got frickin' Robin Williams in it, and I love that man. And I feel like whenever I see any of his film performances, I become just a little bit better of a person. I mean, maybe that's not true, but I choose to believe it. So, he thinks that he's now known for directing Deadpool and Wolverine. Ah, okay. See, I don't know. For the most part, do not really tie directors to films the same way a lot of people do. A good example is Star Trek 3. I know that Leonard Nimoy directed some of the Star Trek movies. I did not realize that Leonard Nimoy directed Star Trek 3 and 4 specifically. And like I'm not someone who looks at a movie and goes, "Okay, this is how I can see this director's fingerprints all over it." I've never been like that. And so when people start talking about directors and, what they're known for and everything, it goes over my head about 90% of the time. There are a couple of times where I will retain it because it happens to be like a Marvel director or something like, I don't know, something like that. Star Trek director, I don't know. But for the most part, my brain just doesn't really go to that. I go to faces, so that's why I twig to actors pretty easily and who they play. So, I was a few weeks ago I was out with some friends and somebody like I have a picture of myself with Tom Holland. And so I will occasionally break that out if we're like, "Oh yeah, I've met celebrities." I'll be like, "Yeah, here's a picture of me with Tom Holland." All right. Um, and and this person who I'd only recently just kind of re-met for the first time in a while, showed me a picture of herself with a couple of actors from, I think it's the Vampire Diaries, and I recognized one of the actors. I'm like, "Is that Paul Wesley?" And she's like, yeah, I think it is." I'm like, "Okay, look, I know Paul Wesley was in the Vampire Diaries. Do you know who Paul Wesley is?" And she's like, "No." I said, "That's Captain Frick," or it's not Captain Kirk. He's technically like Lieutenant or Lieutenant Commander Kirk or something right now. But like, that is Jim Kirk. That is Captain James T. Kirk from Star Trek Strange New Worlds when he's a younger man. I'm like, "You've got a picture with Captain Kirk. Yes, I'm jealous," you know? So, I don't know, stuff like that. Between Free Guy, Deadpool and Wolverine, and The Atom Project, Sean Levy has directed 3 films that star Ryan Reynolds. I guess they like working together. I mean, it's hard to debate it at that point, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, but again, we're going to be watching Free Guy tonight. I am looking forward to this one because again, I know I've seen at least part of it, so we're going to get around to hopefully watching the rest of it. And in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and do the little sound test. So this is the part where I put on the headphones, I plug in the headphones, I make sure that the desktop audio is muted, and then I start the movie and I listen to about 10 to 15 seconds of it. Hopefully I can hear it like I'm hearing the 20th Century Studios fanfare right now. Hopefully you guys are not hearing it right now. If you are, let me know because that's an issue that I need to fix immediately. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so that's technically about 20 seconds, but whatever. I'm human. I lie. Leave me alone. Okay, there we go. And we're back at 000. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move us to the overlay. So let me go ahead and move us over to the Film First Friday overlay. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it very much. Hey, Marshlands, how you doing? Definitely looking forward to seeing what you think of this. One of the better Ryan Reynolds movies in Marshland's personal opinion. Well, good. Thank you for being here. If you want to watch this along with me, it is available with a subscription to Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus, you do currently have access to Free Guy. You guys can see the timer on my overlay. I will be using that to help us help you guys keep track of where I am in the movie in case you have to like go to the restroom or something, or I don't know, you get ads on your version of Disney Plus and you have to kind of figure out, where to catch up to me and everything. So, all you heard was me. You think I'm good? All right. I like to think I'm good too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I need to get more active, and I think like one of the ways that I might try to do this, I might try to go out dancing more. Uh, and maybe learn to dance. I don't know. I think I would make a magnificent dancer if I really wanted to. So, okay, guys. We're going to go ahead and get started. Now, before we get started, I just want to let you know if you are here looking for audio and video from the feature in question, I'm afraid that is not going to happen. That's a reaction video. This is a watch party. And this particular show serves as a watch party and a reaction. We will use the footage at some point to make reaction video content. However, the main purpose of this live stream is that if you have access to this film, you have the opportunity to watch it along with me. I will be queuing up a timer. I'll be letting you guys know if and when I pause it, where I pause it, and everything like that. So that way you'll know where I am. You'll have the ability to see my first reactions to this movie. Again, I've seen parts of this movie, but I haven't seen the whole thing. So, and yeah, so and since we are going to be making reaction video content, there will be an introduction. There'll be the viewing. There'll be what I call the post-mortem, where we review and react to what we've seen. And then I'll do an outro, and then we'll be done. So stick around. We're going to get to that in just a second. And let me think. Is Trouble in frame? She is not. Okay. All right. Trouble is just off to the side here. So, all right. Okay, but with that said, we are going to, since we're going to be making reaction video content off of this, we got to do that intro. And we're going to do that intro right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Film First Friday, the live streaming show where I watch a movie for the first time on my channel in its entirety and react to it on my channel. Tonight's feature is going to be the 2021 action comedy Free Guy. And please remember that as Film First Friday is both a watch party and a reaction, This will serve as a watch party and reaction to the 2021 action comedy film Free Guy. Now, you would think that as much as I love Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool movies, and I've seen him in a couple of other things that I've enjoyed, I like him in the movie Waiting. If you haven't seen Waiting, you should go watch it. It's really good. I liked him in what else? Van Wilder was probably the first time I ever saw him on film, and I was just like, okay, this guy is kind of crazy, and I'm here for it. And I do remember thinking when I saw him, this man should play Deadpool someday, and that came true. So I was happy to kind of help will that into existence. I'm sure he had more to do with it than anything, though. So excuse me. Anyways, you would think that I would have seen Free Guy by now. Not only is it a Ryan Reynolds movie, not only is it a movie that is set in a video game, not only is it a movie that is about a guy realizing he's essentially an NPC in a program where he doesn't actually have free will, and he has to realize that there's more to his world that he realized and try to rise above his station. Sounds a little bit like the Matrix when you think about it that way, doesn't it? Um, and again, it's all set in a video game. This movie came out in 2021. It's 2025, and I have yet to watch all of it until tonight. And I'm really excited to do that. I do really like this kind of thing. And so whenever something that is ostensibly in my wheelhouse gets away from me, it's always exciting to kind of get back to it and just be like, ha, I can finally experience you now. It's kind of how I felt about, when I finally started reading slash listening to the Dresden Files and Doctor Who. It took me a long time to start watching Doctor Who. And when I did, I was like, where have I been for the last 10, 15 years? So anyways, I'm excited to watch this one, as I have already said. And we are going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, video game lovers. Whether you like or dislike this film, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. And I think finally, yes, and finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I've watched and reacted to, and I'm dividing them up into smaller playlists, usually by genre. Free Guy would be considered an action, a comedy, and also I would probably create some tagged playlists for video game movies. This would definitely be in there. And maybe somewhere down the line, I'll start making movies that star Ryan Reynolds, like lists of movies that have him in it. Whichever of those playlists you go looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. All right, and I think, let's see, I think we are about good to go. All right, we have Dr. Snake Gone Cactus. Is this Snaky? I tried to watch this, but I have to pay for it. But I have you. You'll always have me. You'd never have to. There will be plenty of content on this channel that you never have to pay for, So, but yeah, it's on Disney Plus. So if you don't have Disney Plus, then you may need to pay for it. So, have I seen Detective Pikachu? I have not. Wait. No, I think I have. I think I have seen Detective Pikachu. It's been a while. That's a Ryan Reynolds movie too, isn't it? Yeah, I have seen it. I think I showed it at the library at the behest of my teens. So, okay, guys. I think that's everything. So we're gonna go ahead, put on the headphones, and we're gonna start the movie in just a second here. So, all right, you guys ready for this? I mean, I'm seeing a few people hanging out tonight, which thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm just curious. Um, is it because it's this movie? Because I can totally understand that. I love it when people show up. Like when I happen to stumble upon the favorite movie of, X number of people who are like, oh, I'm gonna go watch this. I love it when I do that. So okay, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and bring up the script prompt right here so we can get the timer going. I'm going to put a couple of seconds on it because what I'm going to do is when I throw out the here we go and I go thwip, I'm going to grab the mouse and then hit play, and then I'm going to go to start and stop on the timer, and I'm going to restart it. Not reset it. I'm going to resume it basically. But basically, that'll hopefully make sure that, like, putting that extra 2 seconds on gives me the opportunity to hopefully sync things up properly. And even if it isn't all the way synced up, we should be close within like a couple of seconds. So, all right. Okay. CG Anime Fan is here because of me. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Let's get ready to watch it. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone. 2021's Free Guy. Here we go. Bum, bada 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 bump 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 bada bum ba 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 bada bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum bum bada ba bada da da bada da da bada da da bum bum ba ba. Whenever I see 20th Century Studios or 20th Century Fox, I automatically think of Deadpool and Wolverine. So 21 Laps Entertainment. I don't think I've ever seen that intro before. Interesting production company. All right, we got nice hip hop music. Oh, Free City. Okay. Is that is, is that I don't know who that is. Is this place like basically like GTA or Saints Row or something? Is that Channing Tatum? That's not even his car. That's funny. Suggestions? Yeah. Has anyone seen Tron? Because like I'm thinking of the difference between users and programs, sunglasses people and non-sunglasses people, So, oh my God, we're waking up to Mariah Carey, huh? And he's got a perfect routine, doesn't he? Can you imagine living in a place like this? Okay. So he's a program just like all of these programs here, but he doesn't have the same like dead stare that some of them do. I'll be back for those. Oh man. What actor is that? That's Kevin Hart, right? Whoa. Okay, where's Spider-Man when you need him? And just get right back in. Oh, what is he missing? Oh, he wants a girlfriend. Okay. Oh, it's one of those days. During a robbery, yeah. Man, this is a terrible friend. Come on, man. Oh, man. People act so, like, unethically when they're in these types of games. Which I guess that's to an extent fine, because people are going to be jerks. They can be jerks in the virtual world and not the real world, hopefully. Sunglass person. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Okay. So, what happens if you die in this game? Do you lose all your loot? Kind of like in Ready Player One? Mm-hmm. There she is. She's singing Mariah Carey. Up. I don't even really like Mariah Carey, but if her songs aren't damn catchy, because she's used to being able to predict how all the NPCs talk. It's Lil Rel Howery. Kevin Hart would have ruined the movie. Okay. Okay. Thanks for setting me straight. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. She's a user. You're a program. Okay. And what is going to happen as a result of him doing that? It's just walking through this ridiculously. Oh, oh. Well, there goes his Adams. Is that the same actress as her avatar? Oh, God. Get out of here. One small coffee over 4 hours. Shut up. Still a customer. Still a patron. Like, you can be contemptuous of them, but keep it in your mouth, man. Keep it in your own head. Oh. Oh. A waterfall made of letters. Everybody is like, what are you doing? I like this. Everyone is freaking out. All of these NPCs, all of these programs are freaking out here. Uh huh. They scared him into submission. Baristic. Now, does he remember getting run over? What? Oh no. Oh, because yeah, because he did it. His his desire for something different is infiltrating everyone else. Just, lay it in the broken glass. Is she back? Oh my god, she's back. And he's in the middle of a hold up. Oh no. Oh god. No. This is a user. They're a-holes, dude. Oh, dang. Dang. That's brutal. There we go. The little kids. Oh, just wasted a player. That's going to be one pissed off tween girl, let me tell you. He's just resting in pieces. He's so sleepy. Okay, put on the sunglasses. I want to know what happens to their character when this happens. Wow, she did not move very fast during this. Whoa. Oh my god. Augmented reality glasses. Okay. Yeah, this is what the viewers see or the players see. All this stuff was there and he never knew. A healing pack. Okay, is that his boss? What? Come on, touch it, touch it, touch it so you can heal. Yes. Like if this actually happened to me and I could suddenly heal myself just by touching some hologram, I'd be like, "Oh hell yes, let's do it." Wow. Oh, he's going to go get those shoes now, isn't he? Yes, he is. I'm seeing so much Deadpool right here in his reactions. Time to live a little bit large, right? Hey, is that Steve from Stranger Things? He's not a player. Hot pink, huh? Full body mustache? Really? Oh, he got the shoes. Oh, I know this song. This guy's like, he actually showed up and bought the shoes. Gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. Oh, really? Oh, they're gonna go confront him. Oh my god, these ter- we're just gonna call him Harvey, okay? 40-year-old virgin. Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Blue shirt, yeah, yeah. Rabbit. I love this. Yeah, he doesn't understand what you're saying. It's still why. Okay, at least he understands getting shot. Oh yeah, the damage counters. It's like, no, I think I'm just going to avoid these guys. Nice skin. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. I'm told I just have a naturally dewy complexion. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so Guy here would count as like an artificial intelligence life form then, right? Oh. Oh. I didn't see that one coming. Holy. Okay, that I saw coming. Are they I don't know. Can't escape the rabbit. Oh my god. Whoa. Are you sure? I don't know about that. Wow. Is he gonna fly? What's he gonna do? Okay, so what? Is he gonna enter Minecraft creative mode now? Okay, a little bit. I'm not gonna say this isn't cool, but come on, you could fly, right? Okay, so he's out of jumps. Bank teller? What? Wow, they got close real quick. You missed it. Whoa! Whoa, what happened? Why is he suddenly surrounded by inflatable donuts? He's got to worm his way out. Yeah, I saw that coming. Dude, if he's a glitch, that kind of is a big deal. Who's Antoine? Oh, is he like the CEO or something? Okay, yeah, that this has got to be Steve from Stranger Things, right? Walter Keys McKee. Okay. Oh, she's the one that's in the game, right? She's the one that Ryan Reynolds is interested in. Medium coffee, cream, two sugars, huh? That's her order. Words can be very complex. Choosing the right one will get you places. No, and that's not a professional question to ask. So what happened? They're clearly not doing that anymore. Okay. So they're not on good terms anymore. Okay. You've got a job with him. You've got a reason to cover. Okay. And they've both had an encounter with Guy. So, today's going to be different, Trouble. Today's going to be different. Uh-oh. Took the shirt from the other end. Oh, no collar. Oh, scandal. Okay, what are we doing? Ah, okay, that's the location of, well, of interest to her, I guess. All right, just a bunch of targets, huh? Murder train. You're probably better. And where is he now? He has no idea what a noob is, does he? It's not a compliment. Oh, Molotov girl? Maybe I can help you engage in crime. Don't pull the pin. She's like, whoa. Oh. It's like, I have no clue how any of this works, please. It's like, what? I mean, just 98% of them, maybe. It's got a dick? I love it. Trolls exist. God's name is Antoine. Steal their guns. I like it. That's so much more than one. Like 99 more. Okay. Operation Steel Guns. I'm really curious to see how he levels up. So he's going into the middle of where all the action is. Got his sunglasses. Got himself killed. Okay. How does he still have the sunglasses when he gets killed, though? That was wrong. Damn cars. And he took his gun. Okay, so him doing this is probably going to cause a ton of complaints from the players. That's just a guess. All right. Oh, he's feeling real great about his new life. Okay, so he's now like an urban legend. Was that PewDiePie? I have no idea who the how. Probably a bunch of YouTubers that I have no clue who they are. Oh God. Oh, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. Right? He did pass, didn't he? Or did he just retire? Either way, I miss him. Oh, oh, he got Goldie and bigger tank. Nice. Oh my God. I love it. Nice. I'm taking your gun. How many times has he had to do this dance, do you think? Ooh, 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 oh. Oh, level 102. Nice. Now you can rank up. What? Life is simple. You live the simple life and you'll be good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Here we go. I was in the middle of a conversation, dude. That was rude. Try him. Come on, buddy. Try him. Come on. Come on. Put him on. Oh, he doesn't want to. Be nicer. How many times have I wanted to say that to some 5-year-old who's been cursing at me in Fortnite or some other game, you know? Exactly, yeah. And we'll see if she does. Oh, I like that he's trying to lift other people up too, you know? Come on, man. Your friend needs you. All right. Are they going to team up? Are they going to work together? Oh, right. Yeah, is Guy going to show up now? Is that the Channing Tatum avatar? All right. Get in, get your evidence, get out. Dang. This is a this is a rich boy storehouse. It's proof that'll help you too, right? Now what? Of course there's an alarm. Oh. You whoa. Well, looks like Starfleet is onto them and has beamed in some security guards. You need someone who can steal guns. And just like that, there he is. Dude, nice Spider Woman and Batgirl impression. I like it. Taking people out with the motorcycles. Well, that's what? You know, blue shirt guy. Ooh, that couldn't have felt good either. Death by car door. So, she's going Black Widow and he's hearing love songs? Yep. Oh, that was a nice move. That really was kind of a Black Widow move. Okay, look, Doc Holliday, that's enough. Violence makes him sick. Was that a Mega Man cannon? That looked like a Mega Man cannon. And Okay. Yeah, this movie has got quite a few similarities to The Matrix, intended or not. Any way you can get that card? No, I guess not. Okay, so now what? You're about to free fall. No. Whoa. Okay, that was very Fortnite right there. I don't think the live stream froze. Whoa, we got an entrance here. Oh, is this Antoine? Is that Taika Waititi? Yep. Okay. Okay, yep. It's him. Oh God. Oh God. He's doing a really good douchey corporate executive. Yeah. Nope. Albuquerque boiled turkey. What? Uh-oh. Humongous. Humongous. Huh. Interesting. Oh God. He is. I mean, of course it's Taika Waititi, but like he he just does like a high level douchery really well. Okay, this is not quite as nice a house, but it's still pretty nice. Oh, it's his house. Blue shirt guy on the rise. He's got a horse. Some guy, yeah. He's very literal. He's like, people keep asking me this question. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He is so confused. Do you like ice cream? Nice. Guy and Buddy. Ha ha ha. Oh, had a relationship end over. Okay, all right. That's how I would describe coffee myself. I'm not a coffee drinker. Yeah, he doesn't intend to be, but you know. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. The trolls? They really, these mythical creatures do exist? That's right. She wouldn't be able to taste it, would she? Okay, he's probably finding out that their personality profiles are changing, right? There he is. Yeah. He's not just glitching, he's like super glitching. Oh, really? Wow. Oh, that would suck. Stop trying to, influence the conversation, dude. You want to kiss me badly. Okay. Do you? Okay. Sure. Come on. Lay it on. Lay one on her. Molotov. Nice. Oh, God. You better open up. Steve Harrington is here. Oh, that's Guy is the AI? Nailed it. She's like mortified. What? I let him kiss me. Yep. He found the button. Wow. He technically has met him. For he's gonna when Free City 2 comes out, he's gonna just totally delete Free City 1. Yeah. I mean, it looks like he technically can. Wow. This got surprisingly serious very quickly. Oh, nice speech, Steve. I like it. Oh, okay. Okay. Eh, eh. I wonder what guy's like level is right now. Yeah, he's seen the doors. He's just never entered. Always losing our cats. It's a literal game. Your entire world is a game. Oh, yeah, good memory. Non player character. Oh, man. Yep. I have felt like that on so many occasions. Eh. Oh. Oh, and yeah, you are technically right. Ooh. He's an AI life form. He is in a sense. Ooh. The long dark tea time of the soul. He just doesn't care. Go ahead, punch me. Go ahead, shoot me. Go ahead, do whatever. I don't care. Is he gonna try to drown himself? I'm gonna run out into the beach and I'm just never gonna stop. Oh, barrier. What happens if you stick your hand through? Yeah, you just don't exist anymore. He found the barrier of the world. Okay. I love it if you get up and say it's fake. Oh my god. No, yeah. It looks terrible. Oh, hitting him with the big question immediately. Sure, why not? Okay. Oh. Okay, that's pretty profound. I like that. Oh, good friend. What is he gonna do? You're a security guard and you don't know how to hold a gun? That is Channing Tatum. Okay. He recognizes him. Wow. That dude's from Stranger Things too. Has no idea. Is it? I don't know. Please don't point it at me. Maybe not. Maybe not, dude. The vacuum from the mouths of mothers. Whoa. Whoa. What? Whoa. I will say this. I haven't seen a lot of things with Channing Tatum in him, but he really, I got to give him credit as a performer. He is not afraid to put himself out there and make him potentially make himself look like a complete fool, and he pulls it off really well. So, whoa. I got you a present. I didn't have time to wrap it. Oh my God. Yeah, I think we've seen you do that. Who is this? Oh, Pokimane. Okay. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, 60. Yeah, that's not good. Ugh. Yeah, that's exactly what he's telling you. Again, really good douchebag here. Really good. That would be the solution. Yeah. You're gonna get fired, dude. He's saying the wrong thing to the wrong guy. You've seen it? Wait, what? Uh-oh. So all of the players have gone still. They've all been logged out of the server, which means that your server is falling apart, dude. You're gonna have to somehow get the rock out of there. Oh boy. Okay. It has all gone dark. Okay, something tells me this is not the end of it, though. I know that word in German. Okay. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please come back at a later time. Oh, God. Buffering messages. I hate those. Okay. We're back to the original programming, it looks like. Oh, boy. He's just been rebooted and reawakened. He's. Come on, come on. You're smart. You should be able to figure this out. He's been rebooted. I have no idea what a trace log is, which is why I could never be a hero in this type of movie. Yeah, good question. So you had an inciting event. Okay. So we've got a plan. Surprise face is so good. Oh, okay. All right. We're going for that. Okay. All right. And there we go. It's possible for him to find the girl of his dreams now. And that must have reaccessed all of his memories. Well, welcome back. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, all right, whatever. What? Oh. Inspirational speech to all the other NPCs. Okay. Yeah, nobody likes that. Yeah. I'm so sick of being run over. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, there's always a dude with a gun. None per hour. Well, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, yes. Nice. This is almost like a Captain America speech, you know? I don't even know what's happening right now. But I'm here for it. Let's do it. Okay, huddle up. We got a plan. There's nobody here. No one for you to rob today. Oh, so like what? I didn't come here to do a PvP world. They're on strike. The NPCs are all on strike. Yep, totally called it. Oh, Mouser. Okay. Well, well, well. That'll piss off the douchebag. Man, that was some cinnamon. What? Yeah, he doesn't care. Of course, he doesn't care. Yep. Douche. Douchebag. And here we go. And the world comes crumbling down. Ooh, nice dodge. And a rabbit is an apex predator? What? I mean, I'm not a zoologist or anything, but rabbits don't seem to be an apex predator to me. Okay, take it. Oh, come on. Who do you think it is? Who? Wow. You just got sock blocked, buddy. Why? Uh-oh. Dude? Oh, so even Mouser's kind of like, what is he not telling me? Ooh. Gods, leave us. Duh, duh, duh. Oh, wow. I get this movie better than I realize. Okay, what do we got going on here? Oh, the bridge. Okay. Well, duh. Dude. Okay, what do we got? Go. You need to go. Go, go, go. Come on, man. Time to go. You need to cross the bridge. You need to go now, dude. Guy. And dude. Who is dude? Oh. Oh. Did he just log into the game from Guy's point of view and stream it? Is that what he did? God. I don't know about that. Oh. Okay, so this dude is like the Hulk. Jesus. I'm sorry, but it just looks ridiculous. It's Ryan Reynolds ridiculous. He's glorious. What? I was gonna say, what the shock is this? Okay. Oh, God. Oh yeah, he's pissing off all the influencers now. Come on. God, okay, Venom. Jesus. Why? Uh, that's like a Henry Cavill thing. What? Are you kidding me? God. Avengers gag you could put in there. Please be a lights. Yes. All right. Is that a Fortnite reference? I'm pretty sure that's a Fortnite reference. Gun. Oh, gonna squeeze him to death. Okay, good buddy. Is that the theme to the greatest American hero? Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Uh, flying away like a. Oh, who could it be? Let's do the thing. Get across that bridge. Servers. Servers. Ooh. Yeah, you better keep running. Yeah. Run fast, run hard. See, at this point, I'd dive at him or something. Come on, get up, go. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're just gonna go. Go, man, go. Go do your thing, man. I must really be enjoying this movie because I got so agitated, my heart rate got up so much that I had to take my inhaler. Come on, dude. Come on, guy. I need to be careful of my use of the word dude here. He made it. There's dude. No, he made it. He went through. Uh, there it is. There's the original build of the game. Oh wow. Okay, so Free City is on a platform over the ocean. He did it. Here's the thing, bro. It's more like kind of her digital son in some ways. What? Give, I was gonna say, give her hers and she'll go her own way. They never. I was gonna say they never made the deal, did they? You'd be surprised. Mouser was like, okay, you need to go for this. It's like, hey, you don't get to give up here. Of course he knows. Free life. There he is. He back in the game. Dude is there too. He put his arms down. I like it. Nice. It's a good question too. Mmm. Nice. Yeah, you gotta go. Come on, really? Like, Mouser knows. He's just like, nope, nope, okay. He sees all, knows all. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I finally get it, you know? She finally gets it. I mean, like, it becomes pretty obvious when he's explaining it first. You might have to go one or two steps to put it all together, but it's all right there. So I'm surprised this is kind of such a big realization for her. A rainbow colored Pegasus. Oh, scene. Adjective. He's just, oh, buddy. Oh, he didn't survive? Yes. Nice. Okay. I'm pretty sure that dude was the subject of many memes. Only Zool. Man, how much money did Mariah Carey get for the use of what is this song? Sweet Fantasy? Okay, I definitely want to see the cast list. This was fun. This was a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Done. Rand gun. Oh God, fish turning into cars and all kinds of stuff. Super dude. And okay, and did we see Chris Evans for like a split second here? Joe Keery, yeah, that's Steve from Stranger Things. Taika Waititi, a Sean Levy film. Okay. Is there a post credit scene in this film? I don't actually remember. Actually, I wouldn't remember because any part of this movie that I had seen before was definitely not the end. So okay. Oh, Tina Fey was in this, as was John Krasinski. Who else? It was so freaking like I didn't imagine that, right? We did see Chris Evans for like a second, right? He just like showed up and he cursed once he saw that the guy was holding Captain America's shield, right? I didn't imagine that, right? Seems like one of those moments that you could imagine. All right, can we back out of here? Hold on. This is a fairly lengthy credits, and I don't see any evidence of a post-credit scene on the timeline. Yeah, we still got like 8 minutes worth of credits left, so Chris Evans is in the film. Okay, all right. Okay. Um yeah, I mean like as far as movies go that I see Ryan Reynolds in and that I get a certain expectation of them as a result, This one goes over well, at least for me. Um, it's it's one of those stories that I can like. I mean, I gave kind of a quick synopsis, but a kind of a quick synopsis of it before we watched it, and it very much holds up. Um, like finding out that you are part of a system, and that you try to rise above that system and become more like again similarities to the Matrix. Some of the gunplay you could compare that to the Matrix. There's I'm not saying that it's taken from the Matrix, but there are definitely places where you can compare the two movies very nicely. So the Chris Evans cameo appearance was the cameo in the film that I was most looking forward to you seeing. That was that was shocking amazing. Okay. That was I don't know. That was just a uh I don't know. It was fan shocking tastic. So and there were a whole bunch of YouTubers in that movie. I recognized PewDiePie, Pokimane, I think Jacksepticeye was in there. I kind of know who he is. Um, and then what's his name? I've watched a lot of his videos. Harris Heller, I think, was in there. Um, and there are probably a bunch of other YouTubers that I have no clue who they are. So, but a lot of streamers and video gamers and stuff. So that was really cool. Um, I liked I don't know. There are at least a couple of actors from Stranger Things in this film, which I really liked. I know that's probably just coincidental, but I'm looking forward to the final season of Stranger Things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited. So, and what else? Um, a lot of a lot of the comedic bits involving Ryan Reynolds, they both like were and were not quite what I was expecting when I think of his brand of humor. Because Ryan Reynolds is a very witty person, and a lot of the humor comes from just how naive Guy is, and he's and him learning things as he discovers the world beyond his own. But it works, and I especially like the ending where you know he he conducts the breakup on Millie's behalf. I thought that was like very insightful and very well done. I really liked that. Just kind of that bit of, hey, like we're very different and this is not something that can really be. I really appreciated that level of introspection in what is essentially like a comedy action movie like this. So very much so. I suppose I could put this in a playlist for science fiction too. This technically would count as science fiction. So you keep accidentally spelling Ryan Reynolds' name wrong for some reason. It's just a mistype. It happens. Taika Waititi was also in the Green Lantern film. Really? Who was he in Green Lantern? I'm guessing he was a CGI character. Was he Kilowog? That's gonna be my guess. He was probably Kilowog. Just because Taika Waititi seems to like being CGI characters. Okay, he likes being Korg. I don't know. So we've still got like 3 minutes left of credits. These things have been going for a good like 5 minutes already. I mean, going back to the end color credits, they've been going on for like 8 minutes already. Okay. All right. And again, I don't see any evidence of a post-credit scene. So, okay, so the rest of this is just foreign language credits, translation, stuff like that. Who did the voiceovers for what parts in what language? Okay. All right. I can appreciate the thoroughness there. I really can. So, all right. We still got about 2 minutes left, but that's okay. So, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed my responses to this because I did have a lot of fun with this movie. I again this doesn't happen very often where I get so into a movie that like I can feel my heart rate rising and my blood pressure going up and everything. And you know, there are a couple of times where that happened, and I hadn't taken my inhaler today, so I could feel it like stressing my body out. So I actually had to grab my rescue inhaler and take a couple of pulls on it towards the end of the movie, where the action was just getting that that hyped up, that into it. So not a lot of movies do that for me. I can think of one other movie that did that for me this year, and that would actually be the first movie that I watched on Film First Friday this year. Train to Busan. Whoa! If you like zombie movies and you haven't seen Train to Busan, what are you even doing? Oh my god, that movie got my heart rate going. Be interesting to look over these streamers and see which of them have gotten into trouble lately. Like I think Pokimane recently got raked over the coals for something. So okay, and we are done. Let me find the script to stop the timer, and then we are going to reset it. Okay. All right. And I think at this point, and I guess we could go ahead and do this. I'm gonna just go ahead and move over to this screen right here. Boom. There we are. All right. Okay. All right. This was good. This was really good. Hold on. Let me make sure that I've got everything set up for the postmortem here. There we are. Okay. All right. And there, I can see a lot more now. Okay. All right. Wow. This was a fun one. I really enjoyed it. And I can't say that for all of Ryan Reynolds' movies, but this one really worked for me. And, the premise, the I don't know, the pacing, the tone, it all just works. And it really ended up being a story that I could really kind of get into and invest a lot into the characters that are in this movie, from from Guy to Millie to Keys to Antoine to even Mouser. I'll be perfectly honest, I was not expecting Mouser. I was expecting him to get kind of like gobbled up by the Antoine beast and just go over to the dark side, but he came in clutch. Like it was very kind of a last minute kind of like Anakin Skywalker at the very end there, but he came in clutch for Keys, and I really appreciated that. Um, and I mean, like, we've seen this kind of story before, where you kind of realize, oh wow, um, there is more to life than I have seen, and do I have to continue doing the things that I've been doing simply because I've been doing them, and that's just the way that it's done? That's never a good reason for anything like that. We're all familiar with this kind of story, and so it doesn't become a question of is that type of story good. It becomes a question of is this type of story well executed enough to be good. And at least for the likes of me, for someone who likes video games, for someone who likes a good underdog story, who just kind of and who enjoys the kind of the kind of witty banter that you get from a typical Ryan Reynolds film. This was all very much just kind of right up my alley, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, and there were a lot of cameos in here. Most of them were YouTube streamers or just streamers in general. I have no idea if some of them are YouTubers or not. But like I recognized Pokimane. I recognized who else? Um, I think did we see PewDiePie for at least like a split second? I recognized Jacksepticeye. I've seen like one or two things he's been in, and I'm pretty sure I saw Harris Heller there as well. And I was like, wow, okay. Like I don't keep up with who the biggest YouTubers are or anything like that. I just happen to have seen some of these guys at specific times. But like that was pretty cool. And then we got a frickin' Chris Evans cameo, complete with like Avengers score music as soon as like he came up with Cap's shield, and then we see Chris Evans reacting to that. And it was something that happened so quickly that I asked during the movie. I'm like, did I imagine that? Is that something I could see that being something that I imagined? And no, that actually happened. A lot of good stuff in this movie that I really enjoyed, and I don't know, I really enjoyed the tone of it, like that Free City is essentially what you would get, like if you went into like I don't know GTA Online, I'm guessing, or if Saints Row were like an open world online game, like just people skydiving into hot cars and you know blowing up buildings casually with a rocket launcher. Like I'm not really into those types of games. You really won't catch me playing them, at least not very often. But I can definitely understand the vibe and kind of be like, okay, that's cool. We had references to, let's see, Portal. We had references to Fortnite. Um, we had references to, let's see, the Avengers, obviously. And probably a bunch of other stuff that I have just forgotten, but I was just kind of like, when I saw it. So, no, this was a fun movie, and I definitely had a good time with this one. Um, if I were to give this a rating on Letterboxd, I would say this one gets at least 4 stars, at least possibly 4.5. Um, because again, very few movies have gotten my blood pumping the way this one did. Like, I could probably get up and go exercise because my heart rate is already up from watching that movie, and it wouldn't be too big a deal for me. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed this one a lot. I think that it had a lot of fun things to say. I don't know that it was saying anything particularly new, um, but it was executed well, and everyone who was here was clearly having fun and approaching this material, with their A game, and I can certainly tell that after watching this movie. So this was fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, video game movie lovers, or just video game lovers, really. Um, what'd you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I have watched and reacted to, and I'm dividing them up into smaller playlists, usually by genre. Free Guy would be in the playlists for action and comedy. And I'd probably put it in science fiction as well if I haven't already. I would also put this in a tagged playlist for video game movies, and if I ever make a tagged playlist for Ryan Reynolds movies, this would definitely go in there as well. But whichever of these playlists you go looking for, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and early access to selected, uploaded content. Right. And a couple of other benefits as well. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian. I can't talk today. My enunciation is not as on point as I would like it to be. Let me try that again. All right. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, let me go through the chat and see what you guys have been saying. Wow, there's actually quite a bit to go through tonight. I am happy. All right, let me see. Doctor, oh, is that, okay, that's not a steak, that's a dragon, isn't it? Oh, Dragon Cactus. Ah, caught it. Okay, took me a second, but I finally got it. Okay. That is very, very cool. Let's see. Have I seen it? Yes, I've seen Detective Pikachu. CG's here for me. That's very sweet. Thank you. CG says that he thinks that he saw Free Guy in 2022. He didn't love it or anything, but he liked it. Okay. For some reason, this one really grabbed me. I really enjoyed it. So, all right. CG has a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to the acting career of Ryan Reynolds. He didn't mind him as Green Lantern, and he liked him as the voice actor for Pikachu more than he was expecting. To be fair, like, in Detective Pikachu, like, yeah, it's pretty it's pretty awesome. Like, he does a pretty good job. I was not expecting to like it as much either. But I would say that Ryan Reynolds does quite a bit to make that happen. So, all right, Dragon Cactus, subscribe to my channel. Yay! Let's see. Marshlands usually enjoys Ryan Reynolds when he sees him in something. Yeah, I would agree. I usually do too. Turbo is another Ryan Reynolds voice that CG likes. However, when Ryan Reynolds tries being funny, he often doesn't laugh very hard. Turbo. Who's Turbo? I'm not familiar with it. All right. Marshlands has always been a little cautious about checking out the original Tron, worried about whether or not the effects would be dated. Okay, so Marshlands, I can tell you this. All right. So first of all, I just watched Tron for the first time this year. All right. And I shocking loved it. Okay. Like, and for my part, one of the reasons that I liked it so much is because I recognized many of the faces in it from other sci-fi stuff that I had seen. So like if you know who David Warner is, if you know who Bruce Boxleitner is, like that helped. But I will say this. Tron is I would call it the very first video game movie. All right. Now, depending on how you define a video game movie, you could argue with me. Whatever, you're never going to change my opinion. And in my opinion, Tron is the very first video game movie. It is a movie that adapts the aesthetics of a video game world. And I feel like it does it really well. And when you consider that that movie is from what, 1980? It's a 45-year-old movie. The effects may be dated. I won't deny that. but really, they look so good for a movie that old, a movie that was just starting to do things with that kind of technology. For my own part, I highly recommend watching Tron. I can tell you that Tron Ares is coming out this, I think next month, actually. I don't know if I'm going to go see it, but I've watched Tron and then I watched Tron Legacy. And I don't think you have to watch Tron in order to watch Tron or to get uh to get enjoyment out of Tron Legacy. But I will say this. I am so glad I watched Tron before I watched Tron Legacy. And Tron Legacy, that's what? That's like a 15-year-old movie at this point. Um the special effects in Tron Legacy still look really good today. And that's a 15-year-old movie. So I'm kind of on the bandwagon that says, dude, you should check out Tron because its commitment to its premise is uniquely strong. And for that reason alone, I would recommend it. So, all right, let's see. CG says that for him, a lot of the humor in Free Guy isn't super funny. However, he does think the film had enough heart to win him over. Yeah, I think that I think this movie definitely has a lot of heart. No Kevin Hart, apparently. Um, but I thought quite a bit of it was funny as well. And if I don't care for the characters, I'm usually not going to care as much for the humor either. So, all right. Sean Levy is one of the executive producers of Stranger Things, so it would make sense if the Steve actor is in the film. CG forgets if he is or not. No, that's definitely Steve from Stranger Things. Joe Keery, I believe the actor's name is. Yeah. Marshlands shared this stream on his YouTube community tab and a few of the other Discord channels. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, I'm terrible at publicizing my stuff, so if you feel the need to ever do it on my behalf, I mean not only would I appreciate it, but you would be doing me a favor because I'm terrible at promotion. I really am. That's probably one of the reasons that I'm still as small as I am. So, and whatever, it is what it is. So, all right. CG wishes that Steve Martin was in Free Guy because he has starred in Cheaper by the Dozen and The Pink Panther, both of which have the same director as Free Guy. Oh, those are both Sean Levy movies as well? Okay. Ryan Reynolds is one of the producers of an upcoming documentary about John Candy that looks pretty good. Oh, really? Interesting. Alex Trebek did sadly pass away. Free Guy came out after his passing. Oh man, that must have been fairly emotional for audiences who saw it in the theaters then. Oh man. All right. Did the live stream actually freeze? I didn't notice if it had. Okay. CG thinks that Taika Waititi is funny. He actually like that he improved the Thor film franchise. I mean, he did. Thor Ragnarok is hilarious. Um, Love and Thunder. Oh God, I wanted to like that movie. I swear to God, I did. He earned a lot of capital for Ragnarok, and then when I went to see Love and Thunder, it just didn't do it for me. I'm so sorry. Like, yes, he improved the Thor franchise, but then he kind of unimproved it. And Marshlands is basically saying what I just said. Almost felt like a parody of Thor in certain parts. All right. Love and Thunder is actually one of CG's favorite films in the MCU. Oh, CG, I'm not surprised to hear you say that. Don't ever change, my friend. Do not ever change. Yeah, Marshlands, of course, disagrees. Yeah. Uh, CD knows that his opinion on Love and Thunder is unpopular, which is okay. Personally, he likes how shameless the film feels to be so absurd, but I can understand why people wouldn't like it. I mean, I don't mind absurdity. I really don't. I think absurd humor is great. I do think that there is a way to go too far with it. And I really don't feel like Love and Thunder goes too far with the absurdity. I don't know. It just felt, I guess it felt thematically inconsistent to me. I really don't know. That's something I'll need to sit with for a while. But yeah, I wanted to be into it and I just couldn't get there. So okay, Marshlands, don't get me wrong, I have no issue with your opinion on the movie. I love that you guys are having conversations during the film, by the way. Like, I seriously do. Like, keep doing that. It's actually kind of interesting. I think the main issue I have with the movie personally is it wants to be the silliest and goofiest Thor movie while also dealing with a cancer story. Mm-hmm. Mass genocide. Mm-hmm. And starting the movie with the death of a young child. Yeah. Yeah, I and let's see, CG didn't feel bothered by it because he thought that the film had enough heart to make it work. Okay. I mean, I I I'll tell you one thing about Love and Thunder that let me down. And this went a long way with me. Um but Gore the God Butcher. Oh, I mean like Gore the God Butcher, if you look him up in the comics, that is a scary looking mofo, okay? That is a scary looking mother shocker. And I am telling you, as much as I like Christian Bale, they basically shaved his head and then they grayscaled him. Which, don't get me wrong, that looks kind of creepy. Gore the God Butcher is shocking terrifying. All right? Like, that dude goes around the cosmos shocking, murdering gods. That and I just when I look at Christian Bale as Gore, it just doesn't work for me, you know? I really wish that they had done a little bit better with his character design. And I feel like that's one of those errors that was a very unforced error, you know? So Marshland's asking, just out of curiosity, have I watched any of the Conjuring movies? Oh yeah, I've seen the Conjuring movies. The first two mainline ones are fan shocking tastic. I love them. They are great. I wasn't too crazy about the third one, and most of the spin-offs that I've seen, I haven't been particularly excited about. I don't think I've seen all the spin-offs, but I've seen some of them. Um and I think there's a fourth one that just came out, right? Last Rites, I think. I want to go see that one in theaters. I might go see that one in theaters. I don't know yet. But like that third one, I was just kind of like, what are you guys doing? Come on, you know? But yes, I have seen the Conjuring films. For me, Conjuring is near the top of my horror movie kind of loves, basically. Like that franchise, or at least the mainline movies from the franchise, I really like them. For a while, The Conjuring was my number one horror movie, followed by Lights Out. And I would say both of those are still pretty close to the top. I'm not sure what my favorite horror movie is at this point in time, but I really liked not only how scary The Conjuring was, but there was a real kind of like human story behind it. I really felt that they did a good job of making the movies both scary and like emotionally compelling. I really liked that quite a bit. So let's see. CG started thinking that Channing Tatum was funny after seeing The Dilemma, where he has a funny supporting role. I don't think I've seen that. I've seen him in, let's see, obviously I've seen him in Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, I've seen him in Free Guy now. And I think the other film that I saw him in where I was kind of like, is that Channing Tatum? And why is he doing this role? Was Bullet Train. He has a small part in Bullet Train where I'm just like, dude, why did you take this part? Why are you doing this? And apparently he is just like, he does not have any shocks to give. He'll just be like, nope, I'm gonna I don't give a shock what anyone thinks. I'm just gonna go out there and just commit. I got to give him props for that. As a performer, I really respect performers who do that. And like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Justin Timberlake. All right. And now his music, I'll admit he's a good musician, but I could take him or leave him. I don't I'm not into his type of music. But I know he's a good musician. But dude, where my respect for him shot through the shocking roof was when he showed up as a guest star on Saturday Night Live and not only parodied himself, he also parodied Ashton Kutcher and Jessica Simpson at the time. And that dude committed. He put on a blonde wig and went on and just did his best Jessica Simpson impersonation. I was beside myself. I was laughing so hard at him, and I was just like, you know what? I might not ever listen to any of his albums, but at least in this version of Saturday Night Live, he has earned my respect as a performer. And I can't say that about a whole lot of performers, but he definitely did. So, let's see. Channing Tatum has always been someone who Marshlands thinks works decent enough in mostly supporting roles. Yeah, and I guess I've mostly seen him in supporting roles. Channing Tatum was perfectly fine at being serious, but CG thinks that comedy is where he's better at. I mean, he definitely works as a comedic presence. As you know, I'd probably say something similar about Chris Hemsworth as well. Like he does a fine leading man action hero. Thor is a perfect example of that. But like if you've seen the Ghostbusters movie, the all female Ghostbusters movie, he is hilarious in that movie. He has a supporting comedic role and he nails it. It's great. All right. Marshlands was actually pleasantly surprised with how well he pulled off Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, I was too. I was like, you lay on that thick accent. You go for it, man. You just do it. Commit. And that's the thing. He commits. He commits to the bit. And I just, yeah, so much respect, you know? All right. Chris Evans is in the film. Yeah, I was asking. The Chris Evans cameo appearance was the cameo in the film that I was most looking forward to you see. I could not. I was just like, what even is this? Let's see. They should have asked you to be in the film. Who, me? I don't know why they'd ask me. I mean, I can ham it up when I have to, but I don't know. I don't know. I was once told by my drama teacher in high school, I don't I I don't really have like a good stage voice. I'm not a naturally loud person. I don't project well. Um, you guys can probably hear me just fine because I've got a microphone and I've definitely gotten better at projecting than when I was in high school. But I don't think I'm ever going to be like a stage actor. And my drama teacher in high school, he basically said that. He's like, you're probably going to struggle if you go into stage acting. He's like, where you shine is behind or is in front of a camera where you can be intimate with people, where you can just talk to people and be who you are and be, your vulnerable self. He's like, that's where, if you can find a way to make a career out of that, you will be successful. And well, I don't know, here I am on YouTube. So we'll see how successful I get at it. Let's see. Taika Waititi was also in the Green. Oh yeah, I asked about that. Who was he? I'll CG probably answers it. Taika Waititi played Hal Jordan's human wrong. Michael Clark Duncan did Kilowog's voice. Oh man. R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan. Wait, Taika Waititi played Hal Jordan's human wrong? Human friend. Oh, okay, okay. There we are. Okay. All right. Human friend. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Turbo is a 2013 animated film where Ryan Reynolds, Paul Giamatti, and Samuel L. Jackson voice snails. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I know of that movie. I've never seen it, but okay. Thank you for clarifying that. CG basically knew nothing about gore, so he didn't mind the changes to the character. I think that I was too distracted by Thor's antics to care. All right, fair enough. See, but in my opinion, that's also where the film fails because you should care about Gore. I know Gore is still a relatively new character, but man, as someone who read the first story that Gore was featured in, I was so excited that he was going to be in the movie, and I was so terribly disappointed in what I saw. So, let's see. CG would give Free Guy 3 stars. Okay, all right, yeah. I was supremely entertained by this one. The Dilemma is a Ron Howard film that stars Vince Vaughn, Kevin James, and Winona Ryder. Okay, I know all of those actors at least. I had a huge crush on Winona Ryder when I was in college. I mean, like I'm a Gen Xer. And she was one of the princesses of Generation X. Um, like to me, she was like one of the goth princesses of Gen X. I would say that Sarah Gilbert was also she was kind of a Gen X princess. I had a crush on her too. Um, yeah, I don't know, you know, I don't know. Okay, let's see. CG grew up liking Justin Timberlake as the voice actor for Boo Boo in the 2010 Yogi Bear film. Really? I didn't know that. That is funny. CG can't stand the 2016 Ghostbusters film, but he does agree that Chris Hemsworth is funny in it. He is. He is. I don't think the movie's that bad. I will definitely say that it is one of the weaker Ghostbusters films now. And, some people may think it's blasphemy to say this, but you know what? I think it's a stronger film than Frozen Empire. Frozen Empire, like for me personally, I think I think that Afterlife is always going to be my favorite film because of how well it pays tribute to Egon and to Harold Ramis. Egon was my Ghostbuster. And and so I felt like that story was a very beautiful love letter to Harold Ramis and to the character of Egon. And like for that reason, it has a special place in my heart. And even though like I acknowledge that the original Ghostbusters is a much better film technically, I think that I'm always just going to love Afterlife. Frozen Empire, I mean, forgive me if you like that one. Frozen Empire felt like they were trying way too hard to not only kind of like continue that story, which is fine. You can continue the story of the people that were in Afterlife, but like it felt like it was too ambitious. I didn't like Phoebe's subplot. I understand what they were trying to do with it, but I felt like the teenaged angst was a little too predictable and a little too dumb for a character as bright as Phoebe is, and for as good an actress as I know McKenna Grace is. You know, I'm not going to go as far as to say I have a crush on her, but like I noticed very quickly, even when she was young, that she was doing a lot of film and television roles. I was seeing her in everything. And I was like, Jesus, who is this girl? And like, you know, like everything I've seen her in, I've really, really enjoyed her in. And I don't know, Frozen Empire, I was just like, man, like she was so good in Afterlife. Why you got to do her dirty like that? Of course, they did a lot of the cast of Afterlife dirty. They did podcast dirty. They did Lucky dirty. And poor Finn Wolfhard, Trevor. It's like they're never going to give him anything to do, and I'm just like, why are you doing this? I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think my biggest issue with the 2016 film is that, like, I would say that narratively it's still pretty weak. But there is a narrative through line there, barely. What I really felt like they were doing with the 2016 film, and again, like, I think it's funny. I think that it is a decent enough story. It's not a good story, but it's a decent enough story. And it just felt like they were trying to do Ghostbusters on Saturday Night Live, just doing a bunch of Ghostbusters Saturday Night Live skits that are loosely connected. And it didn't help that they were using a lot of Saturday Night Live stars and alums for all of the roles. Now, I understand why you'd want to do that, because this is a comedy and you're using a lot of, you're going all women. Okay, Saturday Night Live stars and alums. I get it. I totally get it. But you got to take the Saturday Night Live out of the Ghostbusters. You can still be funny without it being a bunch of loosely interconnected skits. So, um, you appreciate how the original cast had a much bigger role in Frozen Empire than Afterlife or 2016, so it meant a lot to you. See, that's the thing. I would have been okay with Ernie Hudson having a larger part. Um, Bill Murray, don't get me wrong, I like Bill Murray, but like, I don't know, he kind of felt annoying. You know what I would have liked to have seen them have done with Bill Murray? If they would have done this with Bill Murray in Frozen Empire, I would have been all over it. I would have loved to have seen Bill Murray. I would like to have seen Peter Venkman, okay, and Mayor Walter Peck. I would have loved to have seen them have like several scenes together where they are still antagonizing the crap out of each other in their old age. I would have been there for that. I would have been like, this is the perfect use of Peter Venkman and Walter Peck. And it's a missed opportunity, you know? It's a missed opportunity. And then, I mean, Ray, I love Dan Aykroyd and I love the character of Ray. I loved him in Afterlife. I don't even remember what he was doing in Frozen Empire. And I don't know. I don't know. I feel like at this point, and I know you'll disagree with me here, CG, and that's fine. I feel like at this point that for a good chunk of the main cast, Peter, maybe Janine, maybe Ray, like you can kind of slowly start to phase them out, and the you can expand the franchise with newer talent that can kind of keep it going. Um, Like, I like that Paul Rudd came back, and I like that Carrie Coon came back. I didn't necessarily care for how they were used. And again, that's just one of the reasons that I feel like Frozen Empire, and it hurts to say it, I don't like saying it because I love the Ghostbusters franchise. I want that franchise to be I want it to knock it out of the park every single time they make a movie. And I walked away from Frozen Empire going, yeah, I mean, it was okay. It did one or two things that I did like. One thing that it did that I really did like was that it actually showed that in the world of the Ghostbusters, as populated by Egon, Peter, Ray, and Winston, there are other demigods out there. Like the Ghostbusters can stand up to the paranormal because of their technology and stuff like that. Whereas like what's his name? Um is it Kamali Nanjiani? His character was like he was like descended from a caste of warriors that is supposed to take on paranormal threats. I liked that. I really liked that they kind of built that into the world. And I can understand why it took this long for it to happen. So I didn't have any issues with that. But man, I really there were just so many other issues that I had with it. And again, I don't like saying it, but there it is. So all right, guys, it is nearly midnight. I did not expect to be going this long, but I guess I had to talk about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire and Ghostbusters Answer the Call. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for at least for Film First Friday. I just want to say a hearty thank you to those of you who hung out and watched the movie with me. I hope my reactions were enjoyable. I definitely had a lot of fun with this one. So, but I'm going to get going. Thanks for being here. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.